So hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. This video is inspired by my favorite makeup look that I saw on Instagram. I'm constantly inspired by people on Instagram, on social media, about their own things, what they're doing, and that's where I get my most inspiration from. So I am lucky that I have time now to do this makeup look because I always say, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and I never do it. This makes, and it has everything to do with heat radiation and showing the heat radiation in your face. This makeup artist is someone I'm inspired by every day. So this person is someone I wake up and I feel inspired by because they are constantly trying to get above and beyond the basics. They're doing everything they love, and that's how you know they're doing everything they love. So I decided, let me copy what they're doing and do it in the best flattering way I can possibly do. I am currently recovering from a cold slash, rash that I had earlier. So I am a little bit, ill, but I am coping and I'm better than ever to be doing this YouTube. I'm probably going to prep my face and just put some sort of moisturizing face mist on because my face is really dry. And I know once I put stuff on my face, I'm going to be constantly going, oh, why is my face so dry? And I always put face mist because my face gets dry so easily. And it's something that's been a reoccurring thing. Like whenever I wash my face, it's the first thing that I notice. I feel the dryness in my skin when I wash my face. So I've been putting moisturizing stuff to kind of not grease my face up, but give it some sort of comfort, because dry skin is so uncomfortable for me. I hate the feeling of dry skin on my face. It's one of those things that I can't leave the house anymore with a dry face. When I was younger, I could probably do it, but now I can't do it as much as I used to because I'm older and I hate the feeling of my face being dry. So I always love prepping my skin and, moisturizing it. Even with washing my face, if I don't wash my face, I feel crazy. So those are the things I do when I leave the house. It's one of the things I do even when I'm going to places like to collect my mail, which is literally at my doorstep. So it's like, I really like having my face feeling moisturized so I feel refreshed when I'm talking to people. So I'm going to start off with using a white base. I'm lucky because I have my Snazaroo paints, and this is a water-based paint, so it's not oil-based, so I don't have to set it with setting powder because I don't actually have a translucent white setting powder, which is a bit annoying. So if I had an oil-based, I would probably have to, set it with powder before I can do the second layer of the heat radiation look. And luckily I can use my eyeshadow palette to do this look. So yeah. My week has been pretty good. I've basically been doing everything I need to do in my project wise. I have a project in college which is something that I always have to do, but this project is something that I had to work on because it's part of my assessment, and the assessment was to find it was based on a topic that we were doing in college, which was Met Gala. And for people who don't know Met Gala, I posted this in the video. I posted a recent video about Met Gala, the best outfits of Met Gala 2024. Because Met Gala is a big event that happens every year, and people are, always, dressing up and getting ready for Met Gala. So, our teacher says, okay, for the final assessment, you have a task. I take that in, and she's like, what's the task? She's like, oh, the task is you have to design a makeup look and you have to have a clothing that inspired by the 2024 Met Gala. So I started doing things for myself, like sewing and stitching up clothing for myself, because I wanted to try do something out of the ordinary and have something that was more personal to me about my Met Gala 2024. So far, it's going pretty well. I actually surprised myself with my skill of sewing. I never thought I could actually sew a cloth for myself, but I can. It's literally just me carrying on and just asking questions and asking my mum for help and solutions so that I can have the best outcome I can possibly have. So obviously, my sewing of the dress is literally just me trying to put fabric together, but in a way that it comes out the way I want it to. I've drawn a design and I'm really sticking to it, which is surprising because normally I go above and beyond the design. But this is something that I actually wanted to make sure I do, is actually plan out what I'm doing and have a design that's actually really suitable for what I'm doing. Because I'm someone who, when I get a task, I like to do something completely different 2 minutes later, and it has nothing to do with the task. So I was like, I need to do something that's like similar to the task that I'm doing. So I was like, what can I do to make my makeup look or my clothing similar to the task? I realized that Met Gala is a really good time to really showcase fashion, really. So obviously Met Gala is not about the makeup you wear, but it is important because Met Gala is that time of the year where everyone is expecting to see the fashion and to see the artwork for your fashion. And this is to showcase other brands. So obviously, for people who ask this question, what does Met Gala have anything to do with makeup? It has loads to do with makeup. It's actually the start and the epitome and the actual end of the process of doing Met Gala. Met Gala is one of those things where you can't just wing it. You have to actually be ready to kind of soar. So obviously with me, with the makeup look that I'm the assessment, I can't hide. I have to show that I can actually properly put makeup on a person and take a task and complete it. I have learnt from the time that I've been doing makeup that I'm not the strongest, no, in actually applying makeup, but I'm actually not the weakest either. It just takes a lot of like skill and a lot of like taking the time and really addressing the problem that I have at hand. So I'm just really learning myself, I'm learning who I want to be and what I want. I'm lucky because I have until 12 o'clock to really get ready. And this is what I choose to do. I choose to film a video. So this shows my work ethic from over the years. My work ethic has changed from just going to work and just doing it to actually going to work and doing projects on the side. Because I would go to the gym, those were my projects before when I was, younger and I wanted to do those projects. But now I feel like taking off my wig because then I can really like do the makeup look because this is different. I still got this side of my forehead to do. So I realized that as well. I have been learning how to drive as well, and learning how to turn left and right is my hardest thing. I've been really trying to get it right. And here's the reason why. I know that 90% of the time, your driving teacher is not your driving teacher, but your driving like instructor who assesses your exam, your examiner, your driving examiner for your practical exam, is gonna point out the most obvious thing and you're not gonna get it. So my teacher, she's like, told me something and she was like, I watch your TikToks. It's kind of like when you do your makeup, you do your makeup in a certain way. You kind of look in the mirror and you look at the camera and you see where you need to put and apply makeup, right? Well, it's kind of like driving. when you drive, you have to look everywhere. You have to cover other parts of the road as well. So it's like I'm learning to drive, learning makeup, and then I'm learning other things on the side, and it's like a lot. But I'm teaching myself that it's so important that I get those things right, because, you know, I'm going to regret not knowing my left and right. Definitely. So it's annoying. But yeah, it's really nice that people in my college as well come up to me and tell me that they watch my videos or they watch my TikToks. And I have to say, I'm so happy that I have a group of people who are willing to watch my social media platforms and follow me. Because I never thought I would be able to do what I do at this point of time. Like, if I was to look back and see myself when I was 16, no, not even 16, when I was 14, I could never say that I was going to be able to have an internet connection or Wi-Fi connection to use and do the things I want to do, because it's so hard to get what you want, and it is hard when you are faced with a world and a reality that doesn't really want you to get what you want. So so obviously I'm learning that at the age of 14, when I didn't have Wi-Fi and I had to go on the streets to use the internet connection, that, you know, I'm lucky enough to have broadband and have a ability to go on social media and use my platform, because some people don't even have that, and it's so sad. But it is why, like, we should continue to try and help other people and try and like source other people and help other people out who are in desperate need, because you don't understand how expensive these things are until you lose it and you don't have the ability to fund it anymore. But when I was younger, I couldn't really use internet, so the fact that I'm using internet to like show something that I like doing, which is art, and I've been doing art since I was like since I was a kid. Like, I've been painting, drawing. I didn't do art on my face, but I've been doing art for quite a while. So the fact that I'm able to do it on social media and film myself is actually crazy. It's crazy that I'm able to do this on social media. I've also been taking time off of my actual job that I have on the side, which is I earn money on the side because I'm not obviously a high earning person. I don't earn a lot of money during these videos. These are all content that I post at the willingness of my heart, which is perfect, because I get this comment like, you know, if you're filming and you're always doing this, why don't you do it as a career? It is something that I've always wanted to do as a career, but I can't do it as a career just yet, because there's so many things I got to pay for, my bills, things I want. So I got to go and have a normal life. And I think people forget that when, you know, they see people on, some people see people online and they automatically assume that because they're online or they're filming or doing the things they do, that they don't have a private life or have a social life above you. I'm trying to find my palettes. I have a new palette that I got. To assume because you don't have a social life, like because you don't have. So I always remind people, like, I am a social person. I am someone who has to go out and do the things I do. And people automatically assume because I have a social media following and I am very known to the public of a social media influencer, I should be, you know, living a rich life. Which is funny because I should, but I am not. Partly because I don't have that type of cost of living, and not everyone can afford that living. So it is something that I do, and I fund this through my own interest of what I'm interested in. And I'm a student as well, so I can't only do social media on the side. I also go to school, and school costs a lot of money. For people who don't know, school is expensive, so you have to pay for that as well. So I've been sewing a dress for Met Gala, my Met Gala assessment. It's been going fine. I just need to get fabric, and it's so annoying because I'm actually to skin to the point where I have no fabric, and I want to pay for everything. And my head's like, okay, get fabric, get everything you need, but my head's like, oh, I need to drive. So it's like I'm so skinned. But I'm trying to convince myself that, that as soon as I get my fabric, that's the last time I'll get my fabric. I only need two colours for my Met Gala fabric. These two colours are like, essential because I want to show like a change in the theme a bit. So it's a bit like, ugh. But it's coming together slowly, and I'm happy with the progress I'm making with my Met Gala dress that I've been, you know, I've been putting together. So I'm kind of happy that it all come together with time. Using two palettes, three palettes actually. I'm using three palettes to craft this makeup look. Oh gosh. It's kind of cool that I'm able to have these palettes. I have so many palettes I've collected over time that actually are pigmented, so I'm happy that this kind of I'm able to do this makeup look efficiently, because often I don't have the equipment I need for things, and it makes me so mangry. Makes me mangry. But I'm coping with my mangry. But streaming on Twitch is so interesting because Twitch is like this whole platform where I always get comments like it's not like your TikTok. You don't stream on TikTok anymore. Your TikTok followers are dwindling. I don't stream on TikTok anymore, partly because TikTok is not the platform I want to use to stream, and it's weird because I always get comments like, "Oh, when are you coming back on TikTok and streaming again?" But I don't stream on TikTok because TikTok is so like funny, and it's funny in the way that people visit your TikTok page and TikTok grows. It's a cool way of like growing your social media account and like growing your support in a fast way. But TikTok is also really bad because it's like you're posting and posting, posting, and you're posting these short form content, which is cool, like, but it's not like the type of content I want to do, and I don't feel connected with my followers in the way I want to. Like, TikTok is very just like short form, too short form sometimes, and I'm like, I really want to put long form content out and earn, because like you don't get your recognition when you post like really short form content all the time on one platform. You want to kind of dabble on different platforms if you can. So I'm really trying my hardest to move from platform, try and go onto different platforms so I can get recognized on different platforms. Obviously, that takes time because people haven't actually acknowledged that there are other platforms to use. So like people are so quick to use like TikTok as their source of information, which is cool. I use TikTok as my source of information. I'm not judgmental at all. But people are so quick to use TikTok as like their source of information and not use other platforms to really help themselves and guide them through the process of like, seeing other forms of, social media. And so I've been moving onto other platforms, hoping that I can get other people to see what I do and to see the level of work I'm putting into my content. And also, I do gaming content on there. So obviously, my viewers are more into makeup and really short based content. It's like the quick like feel, the quick adrenaline when you like watch a video. That's what people are really like after, and I'm cool with that. But sometimes watching a video and really connecting with the audience is so much better than actually having like this like fast paced content where you're constantly like really up in your feel. I don't know about other people, but I prefer to connect and engage with my audience than not. Okay, let's see if we can use a different palette for the yellow, because the yellow is so like really hard to show up. I don't even know why, especially the camera. It's actually so comfortable doing this makeup look. It's actually not as annoying. It's really just putting layers and layers of colors to make it show. So going back on yourself and really putting more layers, because it will work. It's about putting layers and layers really. I really like how it's coming together. It's really coming together the way I want it to. So I'm so glad it's coming together the way I want it to. Because I thought I was gonna have to like rub it all out, but it's actually kind of going. It's kind of slow. So apparently we got two more. We got one more day until Billie Eilish's album is being released. I'm so excited because this means I can actually listen to her new album when it drops because I love listening to Billie Eilish's music. I'm one of those people who likes that feeling of just really connecting to her music in a different way. And I'm not someone who likes to say this, but when she released the other one, I did connect with it. I did. So it is nice hearing that she's releasing another album. I don't know if the expectations are gonna beat what people are saying. I don't know if the expectations are gonna hit the way it should. I'm hoping it does. Ugh, wow. Okay. This side completed. This side's nearly completed, which is so good. I like it so far. Love the chin. Okay. So we got some green going in the lips area. I'm running out of red eyeshadow on my one of my palettes, and it's actually one of those palettes I hardly use the red in that. So it must be a lot of red that I'm used. Line them with a bit of blue, so I can probably go in with a bit of blue. Oh, it's a bit drippy, sorry. Doing a makeup look like this takes time, and obviously it's a bit like annoying, but I will add the eyelashes so I can have the ending look. So give me a second. Billy's behaving really badly recently. Like, I think after neutering, he's become very like annoying, like to the point where he gets on my nerves. And I think it's just like his behavior. He's like very dominant, wants everything to be done the way he wants to. He has behavioral issues that are so bad already, but it's actually implicated it worse. So I'm actually having to deal with him a lot, and it's so annoying. Like telling him off, telling him what to do, to sit down by himself. He don't want to do that. This is the final look. And do you enjoy it? I love it. I love how it looks. And I'm going to take a video and post it on TikTok. So thank you guys for watching and have a nice day. Bye.